The Levy movie is next on the docket for Star Wars.
Mm.
Industry insider Jeff Sneider reported Thursday, which was today actually, in his newsletter that director Shawn Levy is eyeing September 2025 to start filming for his Star Wars movie. As anticipation builds, fans eagerly await official confirmation and further details from Lucasfilm on the script since completing the work on the highly anticipated Deadpool and Wolverine, which I know you've seen it, Pete. It's a fun movie. Lots of craziness in there. Lucasfilm has declined to comment on these developments, but Sneider revealed intriguing details about the project. According to his report, Daisy Ridley's Rey will appear in a supporting role. And keep in mind, this is separate from the Rey movie that we also know is on the docket, but maybe pushed back a little bit. Says in a supporting role, mentoring a new protagonist. The lead character is expected to be a teenage boy or young man, depending on casting. This marks a significant shift in the franchise's approach to Rey, who headlined the sequel trilogy and will now guide the next generation of Jedi. Levy had previously hinted that he might be tailoring the script with specific actors in mind, but this is the first solid indication of the protagonist's age and gender. The news has sparked fan speculation about who could take on the pivotal role. Of course, many of us are wondering if Lucasfilm will choose a rising star, as they did with things like New Hope in 1977, or a more established actor, somebody that we all know. If Snyder's timeline holds, Levy's film could be the next Star Wars project to actually begin production, beating out other rumored films by James Mangold and Taika Waititi. As anticipation builds, fans eagerly await official confirmation and further details from Lucasfilm about this next chapter in our galaxy far, far away. Pete, right here, we know movies. At this point, we're at a when we get a movie, we'll believe it when we see it kind of phase.
Right.
How do you feel about this being the next movie to possibly hit production? And how do you feel about, the casting of a potential young person, young male? Do you want an unknown? Do you want somebody you already know? If you do want somebody you already know, do you have somebody in mind?
Not knowing anything about the story, and I think to me, the thing that struck me as much or more is between this and the Charmin Obaid-Chinoy movie, which is supposed to be coming out. There's one of two things happening here, right? Either Disney is pushing all the chips in on Daisy Ridley and Rey, right? That's going to be their new Luke, and they're going to, that's where they're going to circle the wagons on the upcoming major motion pictures. Or there's more trouble brewing behind the scenes, which we hate to see and we hate to even think about, but we haven't heard hide nor hair of Charmin Obaid-Chinoy's movie in months. And so who knows if this is taking it over? Is this pushing it out? Is it impacting the story that Charmin wanted to tell? So I don't know what's happening there. And it's to your point, and you're 100% right. I honestly, I don't want to hear anything about any Star Wars movies until they say, and here's the trailer, because honestly, even with Star Wars Celebration coming next year, and we know that next year, in a couple months, we know that we're probably going to get more news on some of these movies. But I'm at the point where I'm just not excited. I just a couple of years ago when they, was it 2 years ago in London when Daisy Ridley came out on stage, we all freaked out. We all were so excited, but nothing's happened. So I don't know. I'm kind of burnt on Star Wars movie news. I mean, we'll continue to cover it here. Something's going to click, but at this point, I don't know what to believe.
That's exactly my point, and that's exactly where we've both been. We've had a couple of thoughts over the last couple of years. One, Star Wars is allowed to slow down. Allow us to miss, please take some time off, take a break. With the movies, we've taken a huge break, and we've announced a lot of movies, and we've taken away a lot of movies. I have no, built up stock and investment in anything other than when I see a trailer, I'll know that we're heading somewhere. Now, we could get a trailer and still have to wait a year, but that's fine because at this point, it's exciting to hear something's in production. We've heard about Mandalorian and Grogu. We heard that they've wrapped filming, but that movie still doesn't come out till 26. So that's another year of post and everything else. So give me a movie. Honestly, I think I would, and we've said this too many times, I'd rather you just not tell me it's coming and surprise me with the trailer. Like, get it all done.
And I wonder if that's why they're not confirming or denying anything. If they're just like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we're in a spot where we're just waiting to see something. And you know what? Let's just focus on Mando and Grogu and let them build this film in the background, I think.